Welcome back. It's time for What's Trending today. It's Monday. We're kicking it off with Hans Leck again on the couch.
Let's go, right?
Another week, still here, still on this couch. Some things never change, Michael.
Some things never change, Hans, but we're going to get right into it because Twitter is getting a makeover.
Ooh.
In a series of tweets, owner Elon Musk said the social media app is changing its logo. Musk said the logo will become an X and that all the birds will be removed from the platform. Musk also posted "Paint It Black," then launched a user poll to change default platform color to black. Twitter has not said when the changes will officially be made, though.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate. You know, I think one of the few good things about Twitter, in my opinion, is that classic logo of theirs, that bird. It brings fond memories, you know?
Honestly, I feel like if they get rid of the bird and they change it to black, I think the next thing to go is the name, honestly.
Yeah.
There's no point of having it Twitter then.
I think
well, I believe they're calling it X now as their plan, which is not my ideal name for a social media platform. It feels rather...
Exactly. Maybe we could call it, you know, Fly, perhaps. Devin Biggs sure has a way with insects.
I know the flies will not leave me alone today for some reason. And I promise I showered this morning, so I don't know what the deal is with the flies today. But yeah, no, X really for a social media platform, that makes you think of inappropriate things that we will not say on the air because this is a family-friendly station.
I don't know exactly what you're referring to, Devin, but I'll take your word for it.
Exactly. We'll just have to take your word for it. But Hans, what's coming up next year?
Well, it's more what has happened this past weekend because it was a big weekend at the box office for movies. Across the country, you know, you had your Barbie, you had your Oppenheimer, you had Indiana Jones. They all brought moviegoers back to the theaters in record numbers. Warner Brothers' Barbie claimed the top spot this weekend with 155 million in ticket sales from North American theaters at over 4,200 locations. Many showed up in their best Barbie fashion to mark the occasion. Oppenheimer, of course, also scored big, taking in 80.5 million with over 3,600 theaters in the U.S. and Canada, which marks Nolan's biggest non-Batman debut and one of the best ever starts for an R-rated biographical drama. Both movies scored well with critics, with 90% for Barbie and 94% for Oppenheimer on Rotten Tomatoes.
You know what? I had a prediction with this, so that Barbie would be the film for 2023, and I think so far it's living up to that.
Yeah, I think Oppenheimer's definitely going for more of that like Oscar bait, definitely trying to pull in the awards. I saw both over the weekend. I have to say they were both very good. My preference was for Oppenheimer, but Barbie is definitely a very enjoyable film as well.
Now, which order would you recommend to go see?
Oh, I definitely recommend seeing Oppenheimer first. Get the long one out of the way. It's a bit more harrowing, and then lighten up the rest of your day with Barbie. That would be my recommendation.
That might be the way to go this week. I was supposed to go with you last week, but sadly didn't make it with you.
Just barely missed it.
Just barely missed it, but I feel this week coming on strong. I'll be part of the numbers for how much money they make week 2.
Oh yeah, you're gonna keep it going strong.
Absolutely, but Devin Biggs has a very important question for everybody.
Yeah, so sometimes some important questions and need answers, and we are going to attempt to provide some. The question is, how many holes does a straw have? 1 or 2?
It's 1. It's easily 1.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
We'll see. My answer is actually 2, though, because there's 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. But some people think a straw is 1 long hole with siding to make drinking your beverages easier, while others think a straw is like a very thin bowl, a hole on the top, but then the bottom of the thin bowl missing, making a second hole. Either way you look at it, there is a division amongst users of the device that has helped consumers for decades. And next time you take a sip, maybe you'll think twice and ask, how many holes does this straw have? I mean, when you really think about it, though, I mean, because you have the point the bottom point though, which pulls the liquid up, and the other point though where it exits. So I think I say 2.
But I agree with Devin Biggs, and I want that to be known.
I got very contentious about this issue this morning. I'm going to remain contentious. It is very clearly 1. The hole refers to the space. It's not the entrance or the exit. It is simply the area that has been bored out within whatever the object is, whether that's the earth.
Have you ever dug a hole in the ground and tried to, you know, use that hole as a tube to suck liquid from underneath the hole?
I mean, I have not. It seems kind of irrelevant.
You know what? Because of your opinion, I'm going to throw a flag. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness for your opinion. That's a 15-yard penalty. remain first down.
That was not the response I was expecting. I'm going to die on this hill. I think it's one hole. It's the space. You know,
Really?
it doesn't make any sense. If you look up the definition, it refers to the space. It doesn't talk about entrances or exits. It's one hole.
There's clearly liquids going in and out of this straw,
There's liquids in and out going into it, though. Sorry, you're overruled 2-1, though.
Let me know. I want to hear what the people at home have to say about this.
Yes.
Yeah, shoot us some emails. So we're interested in hearing how this all works out. But meanwhile,
very curious
though, we
about
are
it.
out of time where we keep this discussion going. 3-day